And welcome back to our continuing playthrough of Colonial Twilight, where we have just finished our first propaganda round. I haven't made a whole lot of progress, just trying to feel each other out, I think, and I'm kind of new to the strategy here, so I'm just kind of winging it along as I can and letting the bot do its thing as it does. And so let us get started with the next card. Protest in Paris. Okay. And once again, because their bases are all covered and there's nowhere to do terror effectively, they are going to take the event again. Protest in Paris, which is going to allow them to move the track space for France track. And they get to move 2 slots back here, putting us in the bad spot. Okay. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting. Well, not particularly interesting on this one, but we're going to train probably for the last time, because that is going to be the maximum amount of support. Well, not the maximum, but close to it. I'm going to have to start going into where the guerrillas are and start smacking them. But for now, we're just going to be happy to do another train and pacify, which will be here, and we'll also work on our track up here. And we're not going to actually lay any cubes, but this is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2 for the pacify, and 1, 2 for the French border track. And what it means in here is support, which will bring our 1, 2. Now, somewhere I must have missed. This should be up to 31 because you had the commitment is at 16, but my support total is 15. So that 15 plus 16 would be 31, wouldn't it? Okay. That is all we will do for that round on this card. That leaves first eligible again. They are, and they pull up the next card and quadrillage. Okay, this doesn't have the symbol here. This is going to be interesting. I did a little edit there because I had to ask a question about this bot and using assaults. I did not get an answer yet, but I want to move on, so I'm just going to make a ruling that it will indeed do an assault with not assault. When the FLN does it, it's called attack. When my French do it, it's called an assault. But making a ruling here, and I'll correct it otherwise. But basically, the idea is that you're not going to use attack in the bot if it doesn't remove at least 2 French cubes. And my question was, does that mean 2 French cubes total, or 2 French cubes in a single attack? And I'm going to go ahead and just say 2 total for now. I'll make a correction later if it turns out not to be the case. But moving on, what would happen is they'll spend their 2, and because they're going to use attack with ambush, that means they only activate 1 guerrilla in each space. And it's not an automatic success for the FLN when they ambush. And they remove French cops first, police. And that's their move. Okay. Execute op, special activity. That leaves me to either take the event or execute a limited op. We will do limited op. And with that limited op, I'm going to spend 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to sweep with 2 troops. You can sweep with troops only, no police. March in here. Activate 1 for every 2 cubes because we're in the mountains. And we're going to sweep and activate these and leave them vulnerable. That base vulnerable. That's going to be our move. Okay, so we're actually going to be first eligible next time for the next card. And the next card is Egypt. And it's basically a resource thing. So this would, I got plenty of resources. There's just no way I would ever take this event. I don't care if he takes that event because he's already just loaded to the gills with resources. That's his, so, I mean, if he gets more, at this point, it doesn't matter if it's more. I mean, if he was at 0 or something, I might think about blocking him from taking the event. So we're gonna, do our bread and butter. Always go for your bread and butter. Blah, 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 butter. Unless you have a better alternative on the cards. Usually, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So, what are we going to do? All right, well, what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that that base is exposed. And I'm going to use a, troop lift first. And you can pick 3 spaces. There's my 3, and you can distribute the troops among those spaces any way you want. And what we're going to do is 3 here, and 1 from here. And it's going to give us the kind of force we need. I clean that out. That is the troop lift, and then it's just a matter of, I'm not going to spend money anywhere else, though. I don't think that's just too much money. Don't want to get too thick into it. But 1, 2. We assault for every cube. Now it's by cube, right? Mm-hmm. No troops. Oh, do I not have enough? I may not have enough. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, well. I screwed that up. Yeah, it's only, it's not police. It's only troops. And it would only be in, if it was a city or a border sector. But not here. So we're only going to be able to, and this is rounded down, I'm almost certain. But we're only going to be able to knock out 3 and not do it exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to let him get into his rally mode. Oh well. He was kind of stuck in that mode anyway, so it's okay. Alright, so that's my move. But here's the thing, according to the bot, since I am going to take the event. Yeah, the FLN is going to take the event because they know they're going to be first eligible on the next card, and that's when they're going to do the rally. So they do the event, which is just going to give them 1d6 resources. See the whole messy closet. And there's 5. Hey, it's not a 1 like last time. Anyway, they go from 25 to 30. They are absolutely swimming in resources, but just don't have a lot of... The bot is just kind of keeping them from really spreading. So that is their move. And we are on to the next card. Bulky conscripts. Ooh, a momentum card. But there's no way he's going to play that because he's got an exposed base there. He's going to move to protect it. And so he's going to spend money for putting guerrillas here, and he will place 1, 2, 3. Like so. And my attempt to get rid of that base flopped because I did not bring enough power to do it. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the strategy. Working out in the country in the mountains is very difficult for the French. Very important thing to bear in mind. You're going to have to basically bring all your troops. Well, not all, but you're going to have to, concentrate them in one space, and then you're kind of exposed everywhere else. That's kind of how the strategy works here, it looks like. And so, there's one place they're going to rally. They're also going to spend 1 rally here and knock the French support back. And anything else, I kind of doubt it. Let me check. And he's going to spend 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Put 1 in this support area, 1 in this one, and 1 in this one, and we are now officially out of guerrillas. I don't think I can do anything else. Let me check. There's no more places to rally, so he's gonna use the special activity of subversion, and he'll take a cube out of here, which will relinquish, turn that neutral, or uncontrolled is the proper terminology, and over here, which will still remain under government control. That is his move, leaving me to do what? Leaving me to ignore that card, like I should, because I want to not let this pass. Can't let it go. I'm going to spend 2 for a limited op, just in here, and it's going to expose all these guys for a sweep within that space. That will be my move. All right. Next card. He will be second eligible this time, and atrocities and reprisals. Let me look at that card. Now, here's one where I'm actually going to block him and do an op only, limiting him to a limited op, because he can really do a lot of damage with this card here. So, he's still going to be able to, well, no, it'll be all right. Okay, so, op only. Now he's got me locked. I want to sweep. 1, 2. A2, and we're going to sweep this out again. He's just going to rebuild them again, but, you know, I'm trying to catch up here on the card and the eligibility train. Okay, that limits him to a limited op. And that's just going to be terror, and there's 3 places going to terror. We're going to randomize which one it is. Let's say 1, 2, or 3. 1. So right here, whap. Commit terror. Set to neutral. And my support just went down by 2. 1, 2. And that was their move. Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and stop it there. Things are heating up. The bot looks like it's starting to put up a little bit better fight now. It's going to start terrorizing here when it gets a chance, and I've actually had to make moves to kind of counter him. So it's heating up a little bit. Hey, thanks for watching.